Hey, my darling. It's nice to see you again. Welcome back to my place. So, you want to go upstairs to my room? We could play games, or read, or even just talk if you want. I just want to spend time with you. You know how much I love you. Alright, come on. Follow me up the stairs right here to paradise. Or to the location of our stay-at-home date, I suppose. Alright, just sit down on my bed. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Sit down on my bed, alright? And, if you're comfortable with it, could we maybe hold hands? Only if you're comfortable with it, of course. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. That is not my intention. Okay, so, since we're here, what exactly do you want to do? I mean, I've got some board games and puzzles in my closet, too, and I think I might have a deck of cards around here somewhere. We could play games, we could go downstairs, to the living room and watch TV. I'm not allowed to have a TV in my room. Oh, why? Well, because my little brother, he used to always watch TV all the time in his room instead of doing his work. And my parents, they, oh, sorry, I really shouldn't laugh because it's not funny for him, but it is kind of funny to me in a way. He kept watching TV instead of doing his homework, so my parents had to come in and threaten TV time, and he kept breaking those threats, so they eventually had to physically remove the TV from the room. No, it wasn't one of those wall TVs. It was just one that you plug in. It was super easy to bring it out, but I mean, it was still a pretty big TV. Both my parents had to come get it out of here. But, well, just because it was him doesn't mean that I won't do the same. But I didn't do the same. The reason I got my TV privileges revoked was because I kept getting into trouble at school a lot. Yeah. Well, this was back before I came out. So yeah, I've been without TV for a long time now, at least in my room. We can all go downstairs to the living room and watch it, but my parents are always there, always watching, making sure we do our homework on time instead of dishing out of it like my little brother. But I don't really mind, though. They just want the best for us, right? That's what all parents do. So unless they're hurting you, you should always try and listen to them at least. I mean, you agree with me, right? I thought you would. You're a very understanding person. One of the most understanding people I think I've ever met, actually. I've known many people, but, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my friends. I love my family. And I'm a pretty glass half full kind of person. So I think that I think the best in people, so I kind of end up liking everybody, even murderers. I know. But I just always try to see the best in people. Maybe that's not such a great thing in this society, but I don't care. I'm not gonna change the way I am just because a few people don't like it. Why should I? What's that look you're giving me? What is with that look? You want a kiss or something? Only if you're comfortable with it. Let's hold off on the kissing, actually. I talk kind of big, but I'm not ready for it. I'm sorry if you really wanted one and I cut you off. See, you really are the most understanding person that I think I have ever met. In my entire life, too, and that was a pretty short time, but I mean, you're definitely the most understanding person I've met in my time as Alex. Yeah, that is counting my parents. They're pretty accepting, but they don't fully understand. I mean, that's partially because they're not living my life, but I don't expect them to fully understand. I just expect them to understand enough to understand when I sometimes just feel down on myself and just want some time alone. I've never met somebody who truly understood that like you. Look, you, you, you knew me before I came out, too. So why? I mean, after I came out, didn't you think I was a freak? A weirdo? Most people at my school do, but after a few months, they gave up on bullying me. They know it won't work. But you stayed and you were just like, oh, you go by a different name and pronouns now? That's totally cool. And you just didn't ask any questions. I mean, you didn't even ask the questions that are okay to ask. Like, oh, how long did you realize this? When did you figure it out? You didn't ask those normal questions either. You just straight up were like, that's fine, cool, I'm going on my day now. You're still my friend. And then we end up dating, so. So it's kind of hard to say this, okay? Especially after I just kind of said what I just did. But you're really amazing. You know that? I love you in that way. I want us to be like this for a long, long time. Maybe forever. Was that too corny? I hope not. I really meant it. I wasn't trying to be cliche or anything.